looking good.
I saw you eat it right over those tires. I missed the turn for the bypass. That sucked.
Yeah, I'm tired.
You seem tired.
Oh, I'm super tired.
I'm Rob.
Good race, man. Nice to meet you, Jeff.
Have a good one.
You too.
And we are back. We're back with part 2. Oh, this is the hill climb where I left off on port 1. And my rookiness.
I'm out.
My rookiness should have been working the clutch rather than the throttle for getting up this hill. I didn't expect a nice big hill climb like that, and I've watched videos before on hill climbing and techniques, and I just don't know. I thought the 300 was gonna just muster up it with throttle only and chop in and get back into it, but as you can see, it did not. Oh well. And guess what, guys? I took Tuesday off work today. I was not feeling it. Uh-oh. Go for a pit stop here. Oh. That's where I looked at the gas and was like, dang it. I don't need gas. Let's keep going. Anyways, thought I'd finally get to this part 2. I was hoping to get to it by weekend. And nope, got busy. Busy. Oh, here's the pause. Look at the tire marks in front of me. I'm taking the correct way they're supposed to be done. And you can see the shortcut that people are taking. I think if I'm gonna get faster, I gotta look at these little things. Because I guarantee you, all the fast guys, they know the ways to get faster lines. And if I can shave off a couple of seconds each lap, here and there, they'll add up. So, it is what it is. What's the saying? If, something about, you're not cheating, you're not winning. It's discouraging, because I generally really follow the track most of the time. If I'm not, like, following the track, that means I'm super winded, and I'm just trying to stay off to the side and let people pass me by, but I'm not trying to gain positions. So, it is what it is. I am curious though. I want to pull the plug on the 300 and see how it's looking. If you guys remember, I installed a smart carb on the bike, the SC2, and it feels really great up the top. Maybe just even a tiny bit on the bottom of the bottom end, just a little choppy, so it clears up a little bit. But the pipe's looking good. With a spooge in the back, so no complaints about that. Let's let the video ride for a minute. And of course, my new thing for this year is I will eventually do one full lap, probably between my second and third lap, I think. I'll shoot a video up. Might not be this week, might not be next week, but I'll get one up. This track is definitely something I'd like to add to the playlist for the one lap series. On the to-do list is dropping my forks, raising my forks. I'm going to go up by 5mm at first, and then look and see how that is. And I got some other tips from Natalie about possibly making some adjustments to the suspension to get with that washout, the front end washout. Especially the sandy stuff. My bike did not like that at all. I would have loved for this motocross track to be not sandy. And I suggested it before, maybe I'll suggest it again in a little proposal. I would really love, if there's motocross tracks to have some sort of sign letting us know if it's a tabletop, a double, or something else that we need to worry about. I'm freaking old. I have short-term memory like no other. It might take me by the end of the race to finally remember, oh, this is a tabletop, I can jump it. Oops, this ain't a tabletop, I just screwed myself and I'm about to hit the handlebars with my helmet because I thought it was a tabletop. It seems like something simple, but for someone that is not motocross, just an average racer like me, I'd really like to know what I'm getting ready to jump into rather than just have to memorize it. Anyways, I'm trying to think any other rule proposals you guys might think could be good for this year. As far as I know, the last race, they said they haven't had any rule proposals for changes. I could possibly like to see the 35 plus C class divided up a little bit more. We, in the past years, I'm talking about 5-6 years ago, it was pretty common to have 3/4 of a single row filled up. Maybe one, and just very, very rarely would anyone have to go wider than the first row, and definitely not a 3/4 second row. So our class has really jumped. I'm going to call it the post-COVID, hey, let's go racing C class. And I don't know, maybe 45 plus, even 40 plus C or 45 plus C, I don't know. Anyways, just thoughts in my head as I'm randomly rambling about these things. Bike sounds crisp in that wide open throttle. And if you guys have not heard, they canceled the race. They're supposed to be adding in a race, and we took a vote if we wanted to go to Valley Trail. While I personally don't know if I'm going to be able to make the race, I think it's a good idea to schedule a race. Valley is known for its tightness, but
Go! You got it! Little payback.
so I said a little payback because I called her out. This is the Brittany girl, I forget her first name, on the last race for making a wrong turn. And I threw it out as a open statement of where is she going, you know, I don't know if it's a shortcut or not. And I had a couple comments back on the video. My camera died right there. So I had a couple comments on the video that was like, hey, she did take a wrong turn. She came back to the pits and said she had to, you know, yada yada. And I was like, oh, okay, that's understandable. And this race, I was able, at a good speed, to stay with or just behind her. She might even be a hair faster than me. So I'm like, all right, well, I can definitely see the results that she did from the last race. So we kind of went back and forth a tiny bit. And then there was a spot where I think she was pulling off to the side, and I was winded, so I was pulling off to the side, like right next to her, probably to let a faster racer by. And I just felt like this awkwardness, like, hey, I called you out in the last video, and here I am sitting right next to you. So I was like, hey, I just want to apologize for that call out in the last video. And she's like, oh, it's all good, something. So we gave each other a fist bump and drove off. So those are, you know, the good things about racing. Some people might hold a grudge. You know, I'm here with my voice on YouTube where other people didn't hear it, but I'm also the first person to admit when I made a mistake. So, getting a little something, get a little water. So I wish I would have had that on tape, but unfortunately my GoPro battery died maybe about 5 minutes before that happened. And I generally will not go back and change the GoPro battery, but this race was so good and I wanted to get so much on video of what was going on that I went back, filled up about a gallon of gas really quick, and then went and changed out my GoPro battery. But I got a little technique that I do now. On my GoPro battery, I have an arrow facing up. That way whenever I pull out my GoPro battery, I can look at that new battery, slide it right in. I don't have to take off my helmet. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is turn it back on and get going. So, I don't know, one of those quick pit stop things. But yeah, usually I just let the battery die, but I wanted to keep going with the footage. Today is spam risk day. This is like the third spam risk call I've got. Yeah, third one. Alright, just hit another lap. I got the white flag. I'm thinking inside my head, do I have another lap left in me? That's a gap. Screw it, let's go do it. We are going to do it. Which, a lot of fast sections in here are better for me because they don't take as much energy. So let's just say a mile here compared to a mile Valley Trail riders do that tight stuff. Oh, what a difference. I wish I would have kept more speed through some of this, but I was definitely winded at this point. I think, look at my total really quick. I think I raced for about over 3 hours. Love the kids hanging out at this race. It was pretty fun. Going through information from my Garmin watch. So, just in case you don't remember from the last video, I did 40.85 miles. I burned 2,419 calories. And the time says 3 hours and 23 minutes. But I think I started my watch about 15 minutes early whenever the rows 1, 2, 3 were going. My average heart rate was 157. My average speed was 12 miles per hour. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Too tired.
Yeah, I'm already telling you guys I'm tired. So my high heart rate, 173, and my resting heart rate was 55. My guess is the resting 55 was literally sitting and waiting for our rows to start. And that's it. Gotta thank Jason for the little hookup about the Garmin watch. We were over at Flyers. And I was like, oh, that's a nice little watch you got there. He's like, oh yeah, it's pretty nice. He's like, I think I had GPS. I can't remember, but he's like, I can go set it in a mode. It will tell me my laps and everything. I was like, ooh, okay, that sounds pretty cool. And then I went and priced it out. I was like, ooh, that pricing is not cool at all. But, I don't know, sometimes I give into those things. I never bought a nice watch before. Just your, average smart watches, but nothing, nicer than that. So now I just switch back and forth between my Samsung Pro watch and this Garmin, what's at the top of my head, Garmin Phoenix with the, what kind of face is it? I don't know. It's better than the standard face. Sapphire. It's a sapphire. I like this section. Unfortunately, for some reason, I was pretty winded out by the time I got to it. But this was like a spot to make some really good time up. If you could gun it through here. So I'm trying to push it a little bit. I suck in these sandy turns. Oh my god. I do feel like I did improve some by the end of the race, which I was just kind of learning, which I think I should already know, is I just need to keep my speed up. I was letting off too much in the corner, causing the front end to just sink and wash out some. If I kept some sort of speed, that was good. Better. I just wish I could remember what these jumps were. Cut out the sandy track. Probably wanted to show you guys at least a little something of what it was. Since this is kind of a recap video, let's see if I can find my placement. I think it was 12. No screenshot. Alright, anyways, from memory, I was 12th place out of maybe about 25 riders, which actually is a pretty good improvement for me. It's what I used to race in, probably about my first, second year of racing, and I was just doing really good, or I was doing decent back then. And then, like, from taking all these breaks, and I think from switching up bikes all the time, like, I'm going to take this bike, I'm going to take that bike, you know, just trying to get the bikes of use. I had to stop for the kids, give them a little, they were cheering me on, I had to give them a little something. You can tell I'm pretty tired, though, for my little give them something. Yeah, so here I'm flowing a little bit better, I think I'm probably standing up, trying to stand up more. Guys believe that this 2018 KTM 300, which I bought new, and probably 2017, only has just north of, I think, 70 hours on it. I'm still on my first piston. Kind of crazy sometimes whenever I look at used bikes. They're like, yeah, just did a overall on it, it's got about 300 hours on it. I'm like, oh, I'm obviously not riding enough. I love good straightaways. Love good straightaways. This last section right here with these railroad ties, whatever they are, I was hitting them so hard that I thought I was going to pop my tire. I switched this is too early for me to be recording because I am drawing blanks left and right. What's that system you put in your tires? Tubeless. Oh my god. I only got tubeless on the rear tire. I switched out the tires and rims off the 150 because I was being too cheap to buy new tires and just wanted to go throw these on really quick. And I was afraid I wasn't going to get my tires in time even if I did buy tires. But I'm going to go and put some fresh meat on for next year. I'm just going to roll these for the rest of the year. And I'm going to try that Tusk tire. And watched a couple videos, some pretty good reviews on it. And hey, if I can get a decent tire, you know, that I can crap out of, it doesn't cost as much as the other tires. Everything else went up crazy pricey. Give it a try. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. Not that I'm no tire expert, but this rear tire, which pull up my notes, freaking, oh my god, this was so fresh. It was really gripping. It's a Valcanduro? Never heard of it. I got it from the previous owner of the 150, brand new, put it on because he punctured the side of his sidewall on his tire, so he's like, I can just put this tire on. I was like, oh, okay, and I'm looking at it. He's like, you ever heard of this? I'm like, nope. He's like, man, you don't know what you're missing with this tire. It's pretty beefy. It might even be a little bit wider than standard. So with the mud race, oh, there goes Wolf. There's Adam. I'll tell you what, if I see anyone the most at any race that I like kind of know, I see Adam everywhere. Him and maybe Dougie. I see Dougie a lot too. Yeah, that's a tired, lazy fall. The worst thing about that is then I have to pick it back up. You hear me breathing heavy. And it's like, hey Adam, how's it going? And then I fall. I was gonna try staying with him for a minute. Nope, that wasn't happening. Those team guys, when I race team with Booster, I could go out, kill a lap like I was racing sprint enduro. Whenever I'm on probably 2.5, 3 hours right here, I'm definitely not out there killing the records. I don't know how these guys do it. That literally almost race to lap 1 as they do their very last race. They're crazy endurance. That's all I can say. They have to be freaking physically fit like no other.
You alright? You alright? Oh shit. Take it slow, buddy.
I didn't know what I could do with that, with his knee being hurt. And then I thought about it as I rode off right here. I was like, I know that there's a worker over here by the bridge. So I'm like, going by the bridge, there's no worker there. I'm like, alright, can't tell him. I know there's a group of guys over here by this road before the hill climb. Nope, they're not there. So, bud, I hope you made it back safe. I hope your knee wasn't too bad. It's kind of hard during a race. If you're screaming, dying, here's where guys used to be. They're not there. If you're screaming, dying, yes, I would stay with you. It seems like you're okay-ish. This was a nice little climb for the 300. I thought as long as hang on. It's so funny. I made it up this thing with zero effort any other time, and then all of a sudden, I think I hit a root. Just got a little squirrely, went over into him, but I made it. Look, like that. Look at it. We're like 3 hours into the race, and look at that guy just go by 110%. Freaking balls to the wall. I'm over here putting, just trying to make it past the last lap. Which I did make a mistake in this area, my very last lap. I don't know if I put it in, but right here, yep, I went to the left. Lo and behold, I ran the whole section again. Oh my gosh. So I basically made the same mistake that the Britain girl made the last race. Made a wrong turn and ended up doing a whole section again. And it being my very last lap, I was not happy about it. I was just so tired that I was like, oh, did I just make a wrong turn? I was like, kept going, and I seen something. I was like, oh my gosh, I made a wrong turn. Oh, that was so frustrating. These are some really nice sections. Speaking of that, I'm currently recording at 1080, 30 frames a second. And actually, about almost every one of my videos, besides 1 or 2, have been 1080. I'm going to bump it up. I bought a new SD card, and I don't know how my computer is going to like editing 4K, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to have to do some little clips first and see how it goes, because for some reason or other, it seems to be struggling lately with this, even at this 1080. I don't know if they changed something that made the software buggy, but like I virtually never ever had a problem editing. Now I have to go through and save all my edits, and then do a little bit more work, save my edits, and it'll start running smooth again. I like this section right here. This was pretty cool. Hear the kids playing down in the creek down there. I'll tell you what, if I lived close to this club, I would super be a member. I don't remember how far this is. 3 hours, I think. It's a 3-hour drive. You guys got more energy than me. You go first. But little things like that give me some motivation. I start pushing a little bit. And actually, I did really good through the more technical sections than I did with the, say, sandy little more. If I was definitely on a lower CC bike, I would definitely want it a little bit more speed. There's one section I think we might be coming up to it. Oh my gosh, those whoops about killed me by the end of the race. It's just this long straight section of whoops. Yeah, and I was tired and just like, oh, just let me make it. Yep, right here. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, you got it.
Thank you, man.
Down for the downhill. If I'd have my Garmin camera, it has the I don't say it's a tilt sensor, but it has a sensor in it that will tell you the degrees of the downgrade, uphill, downgrade, whatever it is. So that would have been really cool to see how much it is actually, because you know these GoPros do not do it justice. I'm passing up the hill climb. I did not have enough energy to do it for the fourth lap. Yeah, so I'm just figuring out the bypass for the first time. I haven't been this way. It's definitely longer, which I'm a firm believer that if you are taking enduro, hill climb, something sort of section, that the bypass should be 2, 3, maybe 4 times longer. If you're going to go out there and either one, possibly use up more energy, 2, get hung up and you're using more effort to do it, you should get rewarded for that. Finally getting some more on the gas. Putting that 300 power to the ground. I just wish I was better in my turns. That's what I need. I need to be better in my turns. A couple guys were jumping this right there. I got a little bit of air on a couple of them, maybe one. But I definitely would have liked to jump it more. Back to the enduro section.
Whoa!
Got a little squirrely on the tires there. This left line was pretty good right there. And then I think everyone's aiming for a small tire. Yeah. Tired. Yay! Checkered flag! Down with the race! I'm done. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. Sorry I was getting distracted at the end there. If you guys made it 29 minutes with me over here running my mouth, then congratulations to you.